lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
Hope where I come from, trapping with, never gave up, riding around my side of town, trapping with my day ones, ain't nobody gon' save us, strip lit like a candle, Titan City where I grew up, I'm living, but what can I say, I tell her, it's my life.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Towing the slab in today's game, Carlos Rodon. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Late swing, foul to the left. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets him. One away on a drop, third strike.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that one.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Another 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. And here it comes. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Jonathan Long getting ready to hit. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-1's the count.
That one hit to right. Judge makes the play, and it's out number 3. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in New York, our starting pitcher in this one, Brandon Sproat.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
comes up empty. That's strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Aaron Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Judge rips that one. He's got it. And that is out number three. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second. Here's a big power threat. Yu Chang. Rodon back to work. Chang recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. And that one fouled off. Line drive.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball. The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
One down, base is empty. Base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Go to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. And that is the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in the Bronx. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Sproat, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a forkball. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And there's a foul ball. No score here in the second. Pitch misses there. 1-1.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Austin Wells stands in now, looks at that one inside. in there at the knees. And that is out of play. This ball's chopped on the ground. Williams. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Chases that one upstairs.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in time. He's safe. Stepping in, Chang.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Chen aboard here at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike, and it's safe. It's a stolen base. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. Inside. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So up next, Lyle Lynn.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the lineup flips over. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Sung-Chae Cheng. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Man at first, 1 away. Left field, Dominguez going back on this one. Dominguez makes the play. Throw cut off to first. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Volpe launched a homer in his most recent game.
Yep, that ball went out.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The count's full.
And that's ball
Take the
4.
base, ball 4.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So digging in, Ben Rice.
What a battle. It's not always easy
That's
laying off a
inside.
3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
There's a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the third baseman, Jorbit Bibas. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Close
0-1.
one doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
2 balls.
Well, with
1
the
strike.
amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
The 2-2. Rudder takes off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball
0-1
right
count.
by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And that's
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge. And the count 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Runner on the go. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Yanks leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back in New York as we go to the top of the 4th. And now, Chen. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often, so got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Late with the swing there.
0-2 the count.
Not
1 ball,
close with that
2
one.
strikes.
And a count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw. And it beats him. What a play. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him. And it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here, too. And, you know, they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge. And they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. So up next, Jonathan Long. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Chen on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throws, save.
One
That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Check on the runner. Chen back in on a dive. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to short, Volpe tags the runner. And no throw. He's into first easily. Yu Chang will hit next. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Go to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
This one in the air, right field. They got it for out number 2. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Struck out swinging his first time. And ball 1.
1-0.
Foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was out
1
front
ball,
that time.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's inside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now number 39. Rodon back to work. Line to left and foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Number 77.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Lynn. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the center fielder, Chen. A single and a run scored and a walk. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, Volpe fires to first on the run, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. That misses the zone. 1-0. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Fought off foul. 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. And a foul ball. Comes up empty.
I think he was sitting off speed
No
there.
balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The Yankees still looking for their first hit in this one. Struck him out looking.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And here is Anthony Volpe. And that one missing low.
Counts 1-0.
The Yanks trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2-0.
He swings and fouls one off. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Chang. First offering misses badly for ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Sung-Chae Cheng, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Lynn over at first with one away. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Chen. 1 for 2. Move to second, and he's back in easily. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Next one off the plate inside. And it's a ball and a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. preparing to come on if needed. Maton also throwing. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The hit. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Check swing, no appeal. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. That's out to center field. Ramirez sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's one down. Jorby Bebos now at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Chisholm in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And it remains 1-0. Mark Leiter Jr. on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Well, one-run game, and here's the first baseman, Jonathan Long. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out. Yu Chang getting ready to hit. Chang struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger gets under it and makes the grab. 2 away. Now the third baseman.
Number 39.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Bellinger makes the grab. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. New pitcher now, Kai-Wei Ting.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitches in for a strike, and 1-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ballgame.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off-balance feet, there's one. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. And that skips in the dirt. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Yanks held in check. They still trail 1-0. Scott Effross taking over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone. And they add a run. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And the batter now, Chen. In the air to left center, Dominguez on his way over. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Chang will hit next. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike two. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One and two now. And that one hammered. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out, runner at second. Lynn, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ring him up, says Daryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Chang in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Chang at second with 2 down. On the ground to Jazz. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. 10 back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Yankees looking to rally.
That's a ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Nice grab.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. A strikeout and a walk. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Tap foul at the plate. Outside low. 3 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Phil Maton will take over here, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. So digging in, Chen, 1 for 3. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The pitch. And a curve is down and in. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a chopper out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Long. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Rice moving under this one. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Yu Chang. 0 for 3 in this one. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, it's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Here's the third baseman. Foul ball there. Runner at second, 2 down. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Third home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Lin. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Now one missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That clips the zone. Now 2-1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0. Back now in the Bronx, and here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. So they turn to their closer, Christian Scott.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And the first offering is not close.
Hey.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. The Yankees down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fastball in for a strike. 2-2.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs. And they'll do it again. Into center. Ramirez makes his way towards it, makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Yanks down to their final strike. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Way high.
2-2 to count.
Next one misses, and now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. Oh, I got a feeling. Get it crackin' like a killer. In the backyard chillin' with you. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I don't want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the pelican feet. Took a little thick thing, keep it. Got a feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day.